Black Oni.
Hold up, another wave coming. Hit the ground, we're running. You and I fall all the way. Listen, hear my demons calling. So tired, I'm crawling, but I know you're here to stay. Smile for the camera, 'cause the world's on fire. Cheers to the moment when the walls run wild. I'll be holding on with you. Dance with the devil in the pouring rain. Sharks in the water, but it's all the same. I'll be holding on. I'll be holding on with you. Yeah, the flash is stunning. Two pistols gunning. You and I, we shoot the same. Some things come our way and some things go, but I know you and I will never change. Whoa, smile for the camera, 'cause the world's on fire. Cheers to the moment when the wolves run wild. I'll be holding on with you. Dance with the devil in the pouring rain. Sharks in the water, but it's all the same. I'll be holding on. I'll be holding on with you.
What the fuck is going on, everyone? Welcome to today's show. I hope you all are doing fantastic. I hope your day is filled with wonderful moments of laughs, cries, happy crying, all that good stuff. There goes that sexy man. Hello, hello. One thing before we tell the story, share the big news. I'm a dummy. When I set up my St. Jude campaign, it actually is set up so that you're seeing the team statistics, the team link to donating, not necessarily the Black Oni link to donating. So I realized after a while that I actually need to set up my own mini campaign in addition to the campaign for the team. Kind of confusing, but I think we'll be all right. So once again, we are raising money for the St. Jude Hospital. It's a hospital that pays for travel, food, lodging, equipment, medicine, the chemotherapy, and all the services that go alongside that for cancer patients, kids who are cancer patients. And so this is a really awesome hospital and foundation. One that I found aligns itself with things that I care about in terms of saving kids' lives. And so I set up this goal to ensure that we can actually help in that process. So I set an individual goal for myself for $1,000. I'm trying to get Tiltify to apply the money that I raised specifically towards my individual campaign to go alongside the Chocolate Thunder campaign. Kind of confusing, kind of weird, but I learned after the fact of setting all this up that you actually, as a content creator, get to like win stuff, or you can either win stuff or you can earn stuff, including a Twitch hoodie, a chair, a gaming chair. If you reach like, I think it's like $5,000 or something like that. Either way, I didn't know about that until I had already set up a campaign. I've literally been just doing this for raising money for the kids, but that's an added benefit to doing that, and I think that's pretty dope. So all the more reason to try to raise some money for the children. Is it supposed to say tiltify.com/? Yes, it is. That is the new link I changed it already. So anyway, with that said, my friends, we are going to get right into the news, and I hope you all are ready. I don't know how many people are watching. I don't want to see how many people are watching right now. But whoever's here is going to be the first to hear it, and whoever's not is just going to miss it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, the CSJR, my man, Charles Singletary Jr. Right on time, Birdman. Yeah, man. Let me just get right into it. Matter of fact, I know a great song to play. A great few songs to play. Okay. Vicky, only you pushed pause for you. Oh, well, thank you. All right, y'all. It's about to go down. All right, y'all. Y'all can see, you can see this screen. I'm wondering if I should even, yeah, we'll do it here. We'll do it here. And I'll do one of these, make that a little bit bigger. All right. So the big news. Yesterday was a really crazy day for me, right? I went to work. Then I went into Boston. Well, I was already in Boston. I went into South Boston, South Station area. And there was a concert going on out there that I actually didn't know about. And I was like, yo, this is dope. This is awesome. And I actually set this day up so that I would have it would be date night. It would be date night for Empress Oni and I. So I was like, yo, let's go to South Station. There's this thing going on. There's this open art gallery going on outside that would be really cool to show you, really cool to take you to. And so we get there. I'm already waiting there, and I see that there's this event going on. And so she gets here. We go inside, and this is kind of like what it looks like outside, right? We're outside, and we have to go into like this little gated area. And then, you know, they had like a little sign, all these people walking around and talking and mingling and chatting. Rose all day. There were people like right in front of that sign. We wanted to try to get a picture, right? We're like, yo, I just really want to get a picture in front of the Rose all day because Empress Oni loves Rose. So I finally get a picture of her with some Rose. That dress looks amazing on her, by the way. I just must say. And so that's her holding Rose, literally. And then that's us together. You know, I'm holding my red wine and Rose, right? And so there's, you know, all the cars in the background. You can see, you know, bicycles and stuff. Dude looks great. And she looks great in that dress. Yo, right? Thank you. It's a fine Empress right there. It is. Indeed, it is. And then, you know, someone took another picture. So that was nice of them. And then they took a picture of us, you know, for like their, to do for like promotional stuff whenever they hold other events. They like took pictures and stuff. I was like, oh, this is so nice. It's so cool. So there was like music going on. And actually, there's a video here. Let me make sure it goes into HD because none of this sub HD bullshit here, right?
She has no idea this is the big day.
So that may allude to what I'm about to say next. And so so after here, right? After here, there's this little area that's behind there. There's a beautiful mural on the wall. It's a bird breaking through a cage and going outside. And, you know, I said to her, I was like, hey, we got to finish our drink because we're supposed to go to dinner, right? We're supposed to have this nice little, we're going to a Cajun restaurant in Boston, right? The place is called Bootleg Special. And I was like, you know, oops, why is that still starting up again? It's so weird how that works sometimes. And so I was like, all right, before we go there, let's finish our drinks. Obviously, we're going to finish our drinks. And then I was like, okay, there's this art gallery going on outside, like right behind this giant mural. And she's like, huh, where is it? Like, how far? I was like, oh, it's just a little bit further back. It's not too crazy. And so she's like, all right, we finish our drinks. We get on up and we walk through this park. And while we're walking through this park, I told her, I said, you know, this is around where we had our second date, isn't it? You know, this park over here where the big mural was, that was our second summer together. Me, her, and one of her best friends from basically growing up. She came up and visited, and we were like all hanging out there. So I was like, yeah, this is around where we had our second date. And the really interesting thing about that second date was outside there was a piano. There was a piano situated outside, and I was like, ooh, there's a piano. And so, you know, this didn't happen this time, but the first time we went there was a piano, and I played this song, and she's like, is that Mariah Carey? Is that what's that song? Be Without You? I was like, no, this is my own shit, girl. This is my own shit. This is my original tune, my original song. So we have like this running joke. She's like, all right, Vanilla Ice. And so we have this running joke, right? Where whenever she'll hear me play that song, she'll be like, okay, yeah, whatever, Mariah Carey, right? And so I said, you know, that was the first time that anyone like thought we were a couple. Like, we went there for a wine tasting thing, and they thought we were a couple, and they gave us like a reward card and was like, yo, come back here and get free drinks. So shit was crazy, right? What's going on, Ivan? What's going on, Vaden? Thank you so much for the host. And so I was like, yeah, you know, we've been together for almost 3 years now, right? And you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. And so we're walking through the park, and she's like, where's this gallery at? And I was like, don't worry, it's getting here. It's getting here. And so I said, I really love you. I can't imagine my life without you. Will you marry me? And she was like, before I even said that, like, I was getting down, and I took the box out. I took the black box out. And she said, what? And so I showed her the ring, and she like, her face lit up, and then she just bawled into tears. She said, yes, obviously, but what? She literally had no idea that this was coming. She had no clue that this was about to happen. Not a single fucking idea. But I made that shit work. There was beautiful music going on outside. The day wasn't too hot. It wasn't too cold. I tried to do it a week ago, but it didn't work out. But Empress official. And so you might not be able to see it that well in this picture, but she is literally hysterical here. Let me see if I can zoom in real quick. She's still crying in this picture. She's literally still crying. She couldn't stop crying. Like, it was like this for like a solid 30 minutes. And she's just like, I never imagined this would happen just right now, right here. And she's like, I'm so excited for this moment, you know. And a little background information, like, she was actually engaged to someone a long time ago, and things didn't work out. And she was like, this relationship has just been infinitely better than anything I've ever had. And you know, I always call myself lucky to have you. And now here we are. And I was like, I can't imagine these next decades without you, you know? So let's just make it official. And so, yeah, she was crying a lot. It's funny now. And it was funny for me at the time. I was laughing a little bit. But she's been staring at the ring nonstop and like super obsessed with it. And it's just been, it was just a really awesome moment because I did it right next to the park bench so that she had a place to sit down, because she needed to sit down after that. And I thought about that too. I was like, what if this is going to be like really overwhelming for her? And on the way down there, I got really nervous because there were all these tourists around just like taking pictures of shit. I'm just like, this is stressing me out. I'm just trying to have it be like us and maybe like 2 people walking by or something like that, right? Like, I'm not trying to have like a fucking crowd of people just like trying to watch me propose to this woman. And so I went into my whole speech after and said, you know, this is something that I've been thinking about for a long time, and this is a relationship that I feel really comfortable and good about, you know. So yeah. Now Vicky and I are gonna have to go to Boston again, take you 60 people out for dinner. Hey, I'm happy to do that, man. And Chewy D, thank you. I appreciate that. And yo, Kesa, it's so good to see you here as well. See, Charles, don't cry, don't cry, because then I'm gonna cry, and then we're all gonna be crying, and then we're gonna be like Empress Oni, just like tears falling out of our face all day. And then we went to a restaurant. And this is her basically glowing. You can see the ring on her finger. It's not a huge ring, but here it looks giant for some reason. But you can definitely see it right there, just fine. And so the this is her just like she was freaking out all night, literally. Like she was still processing like what was going on. Looks big because the love was showing. Yeah, that's right. Hey, we love you too, Gilman. We love you too. And so yeah, we had some food. We had like this isn't really that important to say, but I'll say it anyway. We had cherry Coke brined ribs, which was just wild. I never thought of that being a thing. And so let me see if I can just show you real quick so this is what the ring looks like. We're at her place. The ring is very pretty for a very pretty young lady. This is her still freaking out. And so this is one of the other pictures I took. You glad it worked out? You were so nervous about? Yeah, I was nervous about a couple of things, like figuring out which ring to get, figuring out like when and how to do it, and you know, just figuring out what to get. Like trying to figure out what ring to get, let alone the size that you're supposed to get. It's just like just ridiculous. It's so hard to figure that shit out. It really is. And I wanted it to be special. I want the entire experience to be special. So that is the big news I wanted to share with you all. The big news. I am engaged to the love of my life, Empress Oni. Only I'm stressing you out. Hey man, listen, it'd be like that sometimes, man. It do be like that. You know? But yeah, it was an awesome experience to see her kind of be herself, and she's made it very clear to me that, you know, she's never felt like she can truly be herself around, you know, someone she was with the same way that she is with me. And you know, we have a very good dynamic. Let's put it that way. A very, very good dynamic. And she's super excited for what the future may hold. She was just talking to her friends about it at home, saying like, you know, if it doesn't even happen now or between the next 2 years, like, I don't even care, because like I love what we have, type of thing. So it's really convenient that I happened to pop the question basically right after she said that. Fortunate man to have found and soon to marry the love of my... Thank you, Dark Dude. I appreciate that, dude. Vicky massage Gilmer before he passes out, right? Gilmer, were you there when I randomly screamed on stream? Is that what happened? You randomly screamed? So what you're saying is we can't flirt with you no more. I mean, you can still flirt with me. Like, I don't give a shit. But yeah, we'll be a happy couple. It'll probably be a few years before we have kids, but we definitely plan to have kids at some point. That's why you screamed randomly. Only Sanctum needs to throw a huge... I appreciate that, dude. Y'all ain't gotta do that. Y'all ain't gotta do that, but I appreciate it either way.